guys. I'm here at my aunt's house. It's Saturday and it's blazing hot. It's blazing hot. Get into the makeup, get into the look. Get into the eyes. But anyway, yeah. We're having a little festivities today. Surprise for my cousin. She's a graduate. I need to stop moving the camera around and shit. But yeah, she's a graduate, so we're gonna give her a celebration since she's not able to have one now, considering the whole, coronavirus and people can't gather. So we're gonna do something special for today, which I'm excited for. Yeah, I feel like setting up somewhere because I want to talk to y'all in private. Okay. So I wanted to just go ahead and record while I felt like recording. I haven't been wanting to record lately just because I just haven't been feeling like it. Like, I'm literally the type of person, like, I'm such a perfectionist when it comes to things. Like, I just felt like I had to take a step back and slow down and really grasp what I want for my channel, documenting my growth, documenting the struggles that I go through, documenting the highs, the lows, and everything in between. So you can really see, like, there's absolutely nothing perfect about this journey, and that's something I had to remind myself about, and I had to kind of get some confirmation from others, some close people. I had to reach out. I had to stop acting like I'm by myself. I'm really not by myself, and I have to really open my eyes and be grateful for those people that are in my life that I can easily reach out to, because I was isolating myself, like I said, and I'm coming out the shell little by little. Excuse me, there's a lawnmower going on in the background that I wish wasn't going, but it's hot, so they love mowing when it's hot. Anyway, but yeah, like I was saying, I kind of like burned myself out pretty quickly, trying to rush, trying to force and do things, and then trying to make these things as perfect, as picture perfect as I can make them. But there's no such thing as perfect, and I have to know that the best that I did that day, or I can only do the best that I can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can only do my best, and I have to remind myself about that and stand by that, to always do my best. So yeah, I don't even know what day it is. To be quite honest, I finished off my first 7 days, and I decided to take a break, because what happens when you start to fast, or when you start to detox, cleanse, whatever you want to call it, but basically when you try to cut off the toxic things that are not serving you in your life anymore, when you're trying to grow and you're trying to expand, or for whatever reason, if you're trying to lose weight, whatever reason you're doing it for, you have to keep in mind and be aware of the temptation that follows behind it. And that's something that I felt like I kind of blindly went into it, very optimistic, very, very excited about it, but me not thinking about the past and what happens when you're detoxing, when you're cleansing, and you're trying to better yourself. You have to know that there is still an enemy. I'm not one of those spiritual people that think everything's mutual and all this stuff. No, I do believe that there's an enemy that tries to stop you from being greater. So when you are detoxing and you're cleansing, that enemy's going to try to taunt you. The enemy really is what you're detoxing from, to be honest. That food, that television shows, the alcohol, the bad habits that you have, the gossiping, detoxing from whatever you need to detox from. These things are going to come back up full throttle. Like, they're going to come back up stronger, because they want to see, so you trying to kick me out your life? Just like that, huh? And it's really funny because just a few days ago I ran into this video on YouTube, just randomly. It was a video about the temptations of Jesus, the story about when Jesus went for 40 days and fasted into the desert, into a desolate area, a desolate place, and he fasted, and just to be one with God, to commune with God. And the devil was taunting him and teasing him, and really trying to get him to fall off, and trying to bribe him with bread, and all these things, and I was looking at that like, dang, that ain't me right now. Because honestly, bread is like a woman's weakness. Like, for some reason, it ain't good for us, but we love yeast. Like, we love yeast, we love bread. So it's just like, that was so hard. Like, it really is hard. It really is. It's easy, you know, if you're really trying to do it. But it's like, when you have no reason other than for your own personal growth, it's like you're pushing yourself out of your comfort. So it's easy for you to put yourself back into a comfortable space. And that's what makes it hard, because you don't want to be comfortable. You want to kind of struggle that, you know, throughout that time that you're really getting in deep and really getting in to the core of things, and why you feel a need to have these things, why you feel an attachment to them. It's really a cord cutting ceremony is what you're doing, really. It's like you're leaving that thing behind. You're leaving those toxins, any negativity that doesn't serve you at this point behind. But I mean, fear and doubt and everything else around that, like this feeling of a lack, this feeling of loss, feeling like you're losing something, makes you want to revert back and keep it in your life and try to compensate in different ways. But no, you need to cut it out. And I told myself, I'm gonna be gentle with myself. I'm not going to do too much, you know. I tried to like ease in a different way, as far as like doing different detoxes for each week, and I feel like that kind of like put my mind in different places, and I had a hard time focusing on one thing at a time. I think that's what I wanted to work on, was really focusing in on one thing at a time. And I told myself that I wanted to start and finish, because for some reason, well, I'm not gonna say for some reason, because I'm getting to the core, obviously. So it's like really just having the discipline. Like I said, day one, discipline. So, but I don't want to beat myself up, because I know how I get. You know, being a Virgo, I can be a perfectionist, and you know, when things don't go 1, 2, 3, I just stop. Honestly, I just stop, and that's exactly what happened here. I'm not stopping though. Not today, Satan. I'm not stopping. So you thought. But yeah, I just want to give you a little update. I don't know what day it is. It's gonna be on a title. But if you liking my vibe, if you're here with me, if you vibing with me, because I know at least 10 people watching me, so it's like, what's up? I know 100 people, 2,000 people gonna be watching me over this weekend, over this next weekend. So y'all might as well subscribe, you know, if you're feeling my vibe. That's corny, but I like it, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much all I have to say. That's pretty much all I have to say.